Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Douglas Johnson, and I am a certified yoga teacher at the advanced 500-hour level. I'm also an ordained minister and a musician, kirtan artist, and other things. Before I get started today, I do want to thank my patrons on Patreon that make these talks possible and allow me to share them without any kind of paywall on YouTube. So if you'd like to join that community, check out the links below. Well, if you're watching this and you're in the United States, then today is Thanksgiving. And for me, I think this is one of the most beautiful holidays in the United States, at least in terms of its intention. So gratitude, giving thanks, I think this is a really powerful tool that we can use to help us live a happy and healthy life. There have been studies that have been done that have shown that gratitude journaling positively affects our health in different measures. And so really we have the evidence that we need to go ahead and implement this practice. If we don't, then it's really just to our own detriment. There's no reason really not to do it. So, it being Thanksgiving, this is a great time to start that practice if you're not already. Just maybe writing a few lines of things that you're grateful for. And again, the way our minds are wired is they're problem-solving machines, and they tend to focus on the problem, what's wrong. And this isn't always good for our happiness, especially when there's nothing we can maybe do either immediately or maybe long-term about what we see as the problem. I personally have been struggling with this some in recent days. Certain things in my life are maybe not going the way that I would prefer. And it's not clear to me how to solve the problem or how to fix the problem or if that's even a possibility. And there's so much right. There's so much good. There's so much to be grateful for. And yet, if I let it, my mind will hyper-focus on what isn't going right, what is wrong. And again, it will perseverate. It will try and keep fixing something that, at the moment anyway, there's no clear fix for, there's no clear answer for. And it tends to color everything in my experience. It just makes everything seem less than and gives it sort of a dark shade, a depressing mood, if you will. And this is something that is very familiar to me from the past. I'd say when I was younger, I would live months or years of my life with this sort of dark shadow hanging over me because of how I was interpreting the world and my life and the way things were. And since I discovered meditation and spirituality and practices like gratitude journaling, I found that now experiencing this is more of a rarity than the norm. I normally feel really, really good. And I don't know if optimistic is the right word. It's not that I necessarily think anything amazing or special is going to happen to me, but I'm just grateful and happy for the life that I have. So I teach many practices, some of them here, and then some of them more in person, meditation. I lead people through Yoga Nidra, which is a type of guided meditation. I lead people through yoga postures. On retreats, we'll do things like breath work. There's so many powerful things that we can do. But I'd say gratitude journaling is one of those things. It's very simple. It's a no-brainer, right? You don't need to do a workshop or training on it. Just write down some things that you're grateful for. You could say, I'm going to write 3 things I'm grateful for every day, or 10 things. Or you can try and fill a page in a journal with things that you're grateful for daily. There's really no one way that you need to do it from my perspective. And again, the science is out there that this does produce positive outcomes for us. So I think Thanksgiving is a great time to try and pick up this practice. Even if you don't decide to do gratitude journaling, perhaps today is just a good day to slow down and reflect on what you are grateful for. What can you give thanks for? Chances are, if you're watching this video, then there are many things that you can give thanks for. The device that you're watching this on, whether that is a smartphone or a computer of some sort, the internet connection that allows you to stream this, the infrastructure, the government, all the things that have to go right in order for humans to be able to put together something like the internet and to be able to stream videos. This is built on top of many, 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 many layers of human cooperation and accomplishment. So despite how we might feel about where we are in the world right now and the amount of division and hatred and other scary things that we might hear about, the truth of the matter is we live in unprecedented times, both from a positive perspective and in terms of challenges for us as human beings. But I think what we can take away from today's talk is that there's a lot to be grateful for. Even if we are faced with unprecedented challenges going forward and in this moment, there is so much that we can stop and give thanks for. So I'd like to give thanks for you and your attention and your support. Many of you have reached out and given your support with liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and then also many of you do help support me financially to continue doing this work. And I really can't express how much I am grateful for that you put your trust in me and allow me to share what I've learned and the mistakes I've made and my experience on this path. It's not been easy. I can't say that this life has been a particularly easy one. It's had its challenges, and I hope that the things that I've learned can help others. So again, thank you. I want to thank you all for being a part of this journey and for sharing it with me. And for those of you who are celebrating, whether you're in the United States or not, again, in the United States, this is a holiday that we're celebrating, Thanksgiving. But I think it's the sentiment is quite beautiful that we take a day to give thanks and hopefully spend that day with friends, family, or others that we love. So thanks again. Happy Thanksgiving. And until next time, namaste and have a beautiful, beautiful day.